Welcome back to the
Yeah.
business podcast. So it's been a while, hasn't it, Josh? Last time we were together, we were in the mighty Marbella.
Yes, the king of the place of all places.
Yeah, and now unfortunately we're back in the UK, but we've got a lot of catching up to do and to share how good Marbella really was and how good it was for business, personal, everything. We could easily speak about that place probably for the whole episode, so we've got to tame ourselves.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Yeah, where do you want to start?
Should we just start with the environment of it or just the general?
Yeah, well, environment, catch up, whatever you want to do, mate.
Yeah, all right, catch up.
How you been?
Like we haven't spoken about it on camera.
Yeah.
Let's go straight into Marbella. So we were in Marbella for a month, and we went out there with a few of our other mates as well that all run businesses. And the main goal of that was to mix up the environment, go back to our favourite place, and all grow. And that's exactly what we did, because we were going to the gym every day, progressing the business. And when I tell you, just being in the environment in Marbella, it just forces you to grow. The sun, the experience, everything. Like,
Mate, Marbella is great, but sun just in general is like you wake up and you open up the blinds and it's just like the sun's blaring in your face, and I'm just like, just instantly puts yourself in a good mood. And it's like when like we go to a supermarket or something, everybody's just happier.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
every single local was happier. Everyone's happier.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing their own thing. And for business wise, there's a big. Some people say there's like a little international hub in Marbella of people running businesses, entrepreneurs, and yeah, the people you can meet out there is crazy. Just in the places.
100%. Visa is pending.
Yeah. So long term, the goal is to get out there. Like,
Yeah.
that's where I want to be next
The
year.
goal is to speak to the missus.
Yeah. Get her on board to Marbella. And
Yeah. I'll do some bribing or something.
Yeah.
New handbag or something.
Exactly.
Every month.
So hopefully, my plan is, like I'm saying this out here, I need to make it happen, but my plan is to be in Marbella next year for good.
That accountability, lad.
Yeah, like even if I'm not there for like the whole year, I'll do like 3 months, come back, and then do 3 months again.
Yeah. I think even if that's even like I guess, just dipping your foot in the water. Obviously, we went for a month and then went for 2 weeks last year, didn't we? But I think even if you did like May to July or May to August, it's like then you. Obviously, we know we love it.
Yeah.
But I think just a little bit longer, and I think 12 weeks is a good amount of time to think, yeah, I know obviously you want to live there, but
Yeah, definitely.
just to proper like think, yeah, I think this is me.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean?
And as like we're both paying rent anyway for like places back here, it's really nothing like considerably more being out there, and it's worth it even if you are paying more to put yourself in these places where these high profile people are. Because remember when we went to, there was this kind of health club called IO, and just the people in there, you could see their watches.
Yeah.
Like, they're killing it.
Yeah, I think even we say there about like environment and stuff, it obviously goes for the actual location, but I think it's almost literally what you just said there. You know, when you walk into places like the IO and other places around it, it's like, because that's a gym, like the fucking one of the best gyms I've ever been in. But then you have that, obviously, that work spot as well. And like I said, you see people, what people are wearing, you see people's watches. And by all means, when I say that, it's not all about that sort of stuff. But almost when you're in that environment, it makes you just naturally want to work harder. Do you know what I mean? There's almost that we're not, like we're doing all right, but like we're not doing levels. And it's just, it opens your eyes to another level. I think obviously just coming back to like the environment point, it's like when you are, let's say, for example, if I'd have stayed where I was born, basically, before obviously I moved from uni and stuff like that, I think, you know, when you're in it sounds going to come across really arrogant, but when you're like a bigger fish in quite a small pond, and like everybody's not doing too much, they're just happy as they are, which is obviously great, but like you almost think that you're better than you actually are, and then you go to a place like that and you think, right, Jesus Christ, there's levels to this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It makes you want to try harder, it makes you want to, well, just naturally become better, essentially.
It's basically easy to become complacent.
Yeah.
Like, if you're complacent just around the same people, you're going to see the same shit all
Yeah.
the time.
Being comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I always say to everyone, it's good just to move out and move away from your hometown. Because 9 times out of 10, everyone, if they're still in your hometown, they're doing the same thing. Within reason, if you're from like a small village or town like I was, every time I go back there, it's just like, same odd stuff. But moving away, it forces you to grow.
Yeah.
And that's why being in a place like Marbella or anywhere else, like it doesn't just have to be Marbella. It just forces you to grow being around these people, and there's all these like materialistic things, which there's nothing wrong with that, but what we take away from them, it just gives us that extra discipline and motivation, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think even, to be fair, obviously, I don't think we're wired up like that to obviously want nice things and stuff, but we're not fully striving for that. But I think even if you are that type of person, it's not I mean, it can be a negative thing, but then you can almost, like I said, it's how you view it. You can view it as like a positive. Do you know what I mean? All right, when I get to this point, I'm going to buy this. Like, I think it is important to reward yourself, but it's that fine line between rewarding yourself for the hard work you've done, but then obviously then splurging out for certain things that you shouldn't really have at that point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it gets a lot of stick, like people buying these materialistic things. Like if that motivates you, so be it.
Yeah.
But if you have the facilities to buy stuff like that and you're not necessarily where you should be, then that's when you need to think about it.
Yeah, I thought that last year. I mean, it's not off topic. It's sort of aligns. But when I can't remember if it was when we went to Gran Canaria or Marbella, or one of the holidays, and I thought, I don't feel like I've earned this. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I have to proper put. I don't like the word grind, but like put a lot more effort in to almost earn that trip. Obviously, we're working and stuff like that, but almost like to enjoy it a little bit more. Whereas obviously, sometimes if I do a certain thing or buy a certain thing, I'm like, have I really done enough to earn this? Do you know what I mean? I think when you have that mindset, it's like, right, I'm going to do this for the next 12 weeks. I'm going to hit these, I don't know, KPIs or whatever they may be, this amount of clients, this amount of revenue X. And then you reward yourself. And it almost, like I'm reading that Cybernetics book at the minute, and it's training your mind to, right, once I've done this, I will be rewarded. Because then if you're always reaching these checkpoints, obviously you don't reward yourself. It's like you can start taking backward steps, and your mind's thinking, why am I doing all this work? Do you know what I mean? Then you can get that burnout. But it's when, I'm going to get to this point, then I'm going to buy this, or I'm going to go here, or I'm going to do that. I think it's really, really good to obviously then spur you on and obviously hit the next goal and the next goal and the next goal.
Definitely, like enjoying your fruits, your labour, and you got to set, like you said, these milestones. So they do help a lot because, yeah, if you do just don't reward yourself, you just be like, I just want to be so locked in and do nothing for 6 months. Yeah, it works, but you get to a point there. What's the point? Like, you need to actually enjoy your graft because obviously entrepreneurship, it can be lonely, it can be difficult. Well, it is difficult, and if you just lock yourself away, it makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah. I think that as well for anybody who is like starting out, or anybody is already maybe has a business or doing a bit of both. I think as well now it's even if you have like a 9 to 5 or whatever it may be, you're employed. I think a lot of people do work from home as well, and I think just a side caveat on that is I would strongly recommend, even if it's like 1 or 2 days a week, to we speak about environment, get out in terms of like even like a coffee shop or something. Because I know even a change of environment like that, you can just feel better about obviously you working. It's like, yes, working's hard, but it's almost like you can make working a little bit easier just by, I know even if you're not talking to these people in a coffee shop, just by being around people, you feel a little bit better. Whereas like you just said there about being lonely and stuff, I think it can be, and it can make you think, I don't want to do this. Do you know what I mean? I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do something else other than work. Whereas if you can put yourself in a different environment where you're around people, even if you're not speaking to them, I think it just makes work a little bit easier and therefore make you a little bit more productive.
Yeah, for sure. Like a good example of that is David Lloyd. Like people pay a lot of money for a David Lloyd membership, not just for the gym, for the actual like workspace they have. Because one of my mates has one, and just the workspace is great. There's so many people, not just like business focused people that are just doing 9 to 5s, but can do it remotely and just go there and work. Because it's a nice environment. You don't get cabin fever at home 24/7.
Yeah, 100%.
And it just mixes it up because it does help a lot, like working in a different space.
Yeah. I think even like I said, when we went to Marbella and stuff, and I think why it's so good. Literally, what David Lloyd's is in it. If you got a gym there, your sauna, everything else like that, and then let's say like for example, now I've started going to that place that I've been telling you about, that coffee shop every Thursday, Friday, and I'm thinking Monday to Wednesday, like fully grafting, sweating out in the flat, and then I'm like, it's almost like towards the back end of the week, I'm still going to be having the same amount of output work-wise, but actually look forward to thinking it's not like I'm going away on holiday, I'm going to a coffee shop down the road, but it just makes me look forward to the work that little bit more, which I think it does naturally make you work a little bit harder because you actually I look forward to what I'm doing anyway, but when it gets that Wednesday evening, I'm like, it's been a slog this. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you do like a 13, 14-hour day or something, I'm thinking, geez, this is just non-stop, isn't it? Yeah. And I think when you have that, it's like, it does make the end of the week a little bit easier. I mean, to be fair, say the end of the week, you still work Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, like our routines are the same. We're doing the same thing. So these little like mixing it up, they do go a long way. And like our favourite thing is to just work all the time, but do it in a different space, have a coffee alongside of it. Do X, do Y, go to a nicer gym. But these little things, they make the day great.
Yeah, I think what you just said there literally just triggered my thought about you saying about like working all the time and stuff. And I think just bring it back to if anybody's just starting out, or if anybody is, they'll probably know what I'm talking about if they're within it at the minute. Like either family, friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, they're gonna probably get on your back about, oh, you work too much, you do this, you do that. And I think just almost, I had to have a conversation with my missus about it. And I was like, you need to understand that this is what I love to do. Like, you'll do whatever you want to do in your spare time. I don't really have spare time because I love what I do. You know, I think people will say that because obviously the way maybe they think about work. Do you know what I mean? And they think, oh yeah, it's a 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, job done. And some people, obviously, a lot of people don't enjoy what they do. I think they put them feelings onto you a little bit when they say, oh, you're just working and working and working. Like, what life is that? I'm like, but if you want to, like, I don't know, if you want to sew in your spare time, I'd rather work and, do you know what I mean, and grow and make money or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I think it is important to have that conversation, because I had a conversation with my missus about it, like I said, and now she understands it a little bit more. And I think the more people around you understand that, like I said, the people close to your family, partner, whatever it is, it makes your journey a little bit easier. Because when people close to you are getting on your back about certain things like that, it can make you, whether it makes you doubt yourself or doesn't make the journey as enjoyable as it should be, and you almost feel guilty for working and not spending time with them. And by all means, I'm thinking, yeah, you do need to spend time with family and friends and stuff, but making them aware that you love what you do, you're doing this because you enjoy it, it's not because you have to do it. I think it's making them see it from your point of view, I think is quite important.
Yeah, definitely, because we love to do it. And the thing,
that was a class point.
Yeah, mate, that was clip that.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I love that. But the thing is, it is our passion, and all we want to do is work. And my opinions changed on this, because probably a few years back,
Changed on it.
Yeah, because I previously used to say you need a good work-life balance. In business, there isn't. Like,
loser.
There isn't a work-life balance. And the thing is, I don't always want there to be, because I love what we do. If I'm not working, then what else am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. I think that, I mean, like, if I've got stuff to do, like, I think if I'm not doing anything else, like, why would I've tried to chill out the other day, and I was like looking for something on Netflix to watch for like 20 minutes. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I just spent 20 minutes looking for something. Like, by all means, I was trying to chill out, but I just think there's nothing on there anyway that I want to watch. Do you know what I mean?
I still think there's a fine line of like burnout and knowing when, but
you
know yourself when you need to take a break, and you can take a break throughout the day, or you can take a day off, but when you get to a point, you can take a day off and then you're ready to go again for another 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do that when I first started this. Like, now obviously I go to the gym at I start work at like 6:30ish, go to the gym about 10. Whereas before I'd start at the same time, and then I'd try and work past that 10, 10:30. And then obviously try and go to the gym later, or sometimes even miss the gym, because I think, oh, I should be doing this, should be making money, should be growing, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, in reality, that maybe 10 a.m. till 12 p.m., where I should have gone to the gym, and I pushed through. I wasn't being productive at all anyway. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm still getting loads of work done. I'm like, in reality, you can only work a certain amount of hours at your full capacity, in my opinion, and then it'll just, your work output will decrease, like what Hormozy says, isn't it? Yeah. Like, if I almost view it as I get a good work block done in the morning, I'm going to go to the gym anyway, so I may as well use that time while I'm pretty fucking knackered after working 3 hours straight. Almost like top your tank up. I had this conversation with a client the other day. He's like, oh, I'm too tired to do this, I'm too tired to do that. I was like, go to the gym. And like, yeah, but that's going to make me more tired. I was like, you have to expend energy to almost earn more energy. I call it like topping up your tank. Do you know what I mean? Then I come back from gym at like 11:30, 12-ish, have some scran, and then crack on my day, and I'm much more switched on. Do you know what I mean? I think just doing that is, you're neglecting yourself at that point, and that's where I think the balance is, where people will just work, neglect obviously what we help people do. Like, they neglect their health because they're focusing on career and stuff like that. Whereas if you take a step back, you prioritize yourself a little bit more, work, family life, everything else becomes easier anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And the same goes for, like, we can have a walk during our day. And the thing is, when we're in Marbella, just taking 5 minutes away from the laptop, either going on the balcony, going for a walk, that'll reset you to work for another 10 hours. And that's what I love.
And you get some B-roll.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'd be going to the shop to get like an ice cream or something just for a break away from the laptop. And then you come back, you're recharged, and that's all it takes.
Oh, I just remember I was fuming when we had that ice cream, and I wasted so many calories on that ice cream.
Yeah, that was tough.
Not to give people a bad relationship with food, but I was fuming. That was dirty ice cream, mate.
You had to make some good choices for calories in Marbella, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, mate. That was tough. That was tough. Gained a lot of weight in a short amount of time. Yeah. But then obviously it come back off, so yeah, it was all right. We're in a good spot now. It
was worth it for the shoot results.
Yeah, I don't know.
The bitches.
I don't know. My clients might be listening to this. Yeah, it's well worth it. Yeah, that was tough, man. That was tough. But even with that, I think, coming on to the coaching side of thing, I think it's good to it. Like, yeah, it was tough, but I think now I've got that experience in terms of pushing my body to a certain limit where my clients will now get to that point at sometime soon. And I think it's important as a coach to almost be able to sympathise and know when they feel like shit, when they feel like this, when they feel like that. And I think when you can sympathise with that, you can almost, you know how to handle it in a very, very good way. Because obviously, if you understand it, it's like, right, this is what I did. Let's see if it works for you. If it doesn't, we'll try something different. And you'll get around it. You know the solutions because you've been through it yourself. Whereas I think when somebody tries to put one of their clients through us to get a certain result and they've not got that certain result themselves, I'm like, how can you get that yourself? Yeah. You know, it doesn't make any sense. And I think that's why a lot of people do get burned because, like I said, God, I had a conversation with somebody the other day and they chose a coach because of how they looked. And I'm not going to mention any names, but they used to be on Love Island. And I think he got like 300,000 followers, and it's probably not even him that's coaching them.
Yeah.
As well, do you know what I mean? I just think he's got to follow him because he's been on reality TV. Yeah, he looks good, but like you don't know how he's got there, and like in reality, he's probably not been in your shape before. Do you know what I mean? So it's like there needs to be that relatability, purely from a relationship standpoint, but actually to get you the result that you want as well.
Getting yourself in shape compared to getting someone else in shape is a completely different ball game. Because you can do so many shady things that's definitely not the correct approach for doing it for someone else because they have a different life. Yeah. And that's what you see on Instagram all the time. And like you said, it's probably just his VA or his success coach that's doing all the coaching. And I know people that do that. There's obviously, I don't agree with it, but it's part of the game. But yeah, that's not the correct way to do it. When 9 times out of 10 lifestyle people, it's not going to work. They're not an influencer. They don't look good for their job. They've got kids, etc. It's a much of a harder process.
Yeah, 100%. I think by all means, I think I don't agree with it if you frame it as yourself, you are going to coach that person. But if you say literally, I know obviously certain people, obviously I work with, it's like they get told up front that it's not going to be working with XYZ up front. You're going to be working with somebody else. Yeah, he may jump on a call at the odd time. I think if you frame it like that, then yeah, great. But I think if you frame it as, yeah, you're going to be one-to-one with me, and then you get signed on and you get shifted to somebody else, I'm thinking, so like disingenuous.
That sounds like deja vu in some kind of mentorship.
Oh god!
Not naming any names, but oh god, that was an interesting one.
Old Lamborghini vibes.
Yeah, being passed off to some kind of success coach took us down a bad rabbit hole, but that's another one for another.
Yeah, you get stung, but I think you learn from being stung.
Yeah. That was a huge learning curve. Like, I'm glad I did it. Like, we did lose a lot of money, but we learned the hard way.
I'll argue this till I'm blue in the face with people. I always think like everything happens for a reason. Like I thought obviously the mentor I'm with now, I thought, imagine if I was with you like a year and a half ago, where I'd be now. But I think I am where I am right now, and I think that is where I should be. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like there's a reason why it was delayed. I don't know. I'm not speaking.
It was meant to happen. Like we still would have think, oh, what do you think his would have been like?
Yeah, that's true.
We would have fell into it at some point.
That's true. That is very true.
Don't get wrong. The marketing is very good. Like his marketing is sick, but it's just not the right direction we want to go down, and we learned that.
That's one thing I would mention as well. Comparing yourself to people. And I had a conversation with somebody today, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like what should I do? I see like all your clients and stuff doing like 10K months and stuff like that." And I'm saying, yeah, they have, but there's not a lot of people they'll sell an upfront program. They'll get maybe 4 or 5 upfront payments for 6 to 12 months. Maybe sign 3 to 4 clients, and then they'll hit like a 10K month or 8 to 10K month, and it looks great. But then the next month they don't see, they've probably done about $1,000.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I said, don't, like, it's done for marketing purposes. It's done to make people believe what you just told me you believe.
It's so clever because I didn't even put 2 and 2 together for that though. I was like, why are they always doing it? And that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
To make them for a benefit.
100%.
Because then your money is fluctuating so much. It's not like a secure way to build a business because you're just outgoings are flying up and down each month.
100%. I think, like I said, that comparing yourself to people I think there's 2 ways you can look at it. I think I've probably only in like the past 6 to 8 months looked at it from a positive standpoint, whereas I think I was quite bad. Like, I wouldn't say toxic. I was quite bad at looking at other people and thinking, oh, I should be there. Like, I'm technically doing things better than you. How have you got this? How have you got that? And I think there's 2 ways in terms of you can look at it like, right, that's going to get me bogged down, we'll be annoyed about it, like it's going to make me feel like crap. Yeah, I'm working hard, but look at them, like how are they getting this, how are they getting that, and almost not being nasty about it, but like being quite jealous. And I think flip that and think, yeah, happy for them, great, but I know that I can, for example, get to that point. I can work harder than them. I can do this better. I can do that better. Take inspiration from it, right? What have they done well? What have they not done well? Can I learn from their mistakes? Do you get where I'm coming from? It's like if you can use that, it's like jealousy is like motivation. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be much better for you. And I think a lot of people will either not start something or will quit on something because they're looking at everybody else around them and doing these different things. And I think you need to look at your own journey. Like it's hard, like to have
So
like tunnel
hard,
vision on yourself. But like I think because obviously Instagram and stuff, it is a highlight reel. Like you don't see like the struggles. You don't see like some of the things that haven't worked for them. Do you know what I mean? They're only going to put stuff out there that makes them look good. Why would they put stuff on there that like is going to make them look bad? And I think it's people need to start doing that a little bit more, showcasing a little bit more of like vulnerability and stuff. So I think even from like a coach's standpoint, people think that, oh yeah, it's all right for you, it's your job, like you've always been in shape and stuff like that. And I think I had a conversation with a client the other day, and I'm like, it's my job. I'm not always motivated to go to the gym. Like me and my dad have drove to the gym before and like drove straight back out the car park and got Mackies. I'm like, it happens to everybody, and it's like just because you look good on Instagram or you do this, you do that. It is. I think you have to. It's hard to remember that it is like a highlight reel, and people will only put stuff on there that they want people to see, not almost like the real life of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and in our day and age, like everyone and their nan is like comparing themselves through the feed.
Everyone in there.
It's just like doom scrolling, and then because most people when they're bored, they just doom scroll to pass time, and then you get down to comparison, and then let's say you're just working a job in London, then you see like a few of your mates are in Bali just living the best life. You're like, why am I not there? Like, what are they doing that I'm?
They've probably all got Bali belly. They're not telling you.
yeah, that's ruthless.
Sat on a throne for 12 hours a day, mate.
Nobody wants Bali belly, but they're just doing like things that you're not necessarily doing, but that's because that's part of their life, not necessarily part of yours. And you may get to a different stage that they're not going to get to. But it's hard to see that at the time because you just want these short-term things that may take longer down the line.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that kind of moves on to kind of what we're doing at the moment is just trying to, with our socials, like be more authentic and true to ourselves and not just hiding away from being as transparent as we should be.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It is like even like a big company, like you take like Represent for example, it is all very personal. It's done through, like I said, like obviously George Heaton is obviously the biggest part of it, right? He's made it into like a lifestyle, and people buy into him, people buy into his lifestyle. That's why he's transitioned from fashion, now obviously doing fitness, they're doing literally everything. It is literally, it's not even like a brand, it is like a lifestyle, it's like a way of living. Obviously he just released that Cadence as well. It's like all done through his journey. Do you know what I mean? People buy into his journey, people buy into his clothes now, people buy into obviously his other brand. Do you know what I mean? It's like all done through, people just want to be like him.
Yeah.
And I think if you can showcase, like, literally depends, it don't even matter what industry you're in, it's always like, yes, business is all about solving problems, solving pain points, struggles, all that sort of thing. But if you can showcase that you solve them pain points and solve them struggles through your journey, you are living the life of almost like the people you're trying to help. It's like you almost make it a no-brainer for that person to buy into your product or buy into you in general, and obviously reach out for help, because it's like, this guy or this woman is literally like me. They live the exact same life as me, but they've got the result I want. That's obviously the missing piece. That's obviously relatable. They trust you. The more they trust you, the more they buy into you. Job done.
Exactly, and that's the power of just being transparent. And that's kind of like what we want to do with this podcast, just show you that we're just two normal guys that have a big passion for business.
I'm not fucking normal.
Well, yeah,
I'm an animal.
but we're still just like normal guys, just with a lot of extra.
We're just normal guys, bro.
Normal guys, like you could do the same things that we're doing, but you just got to make sure you're putting in the work.
We're speaking out with millionaires.
Yeah, yeah, we're still very early on in our journey. Like,
yeah, I'm skint, man.
Don't get ahead of ourselves, but
I'm skint.
We still want to be as transparent as possible, and that's something that I'm trying to do on my Instagram, like this podcast, YouTube, any content that I do. Because if some people ask you how to start, like let's say online coaching, but they haven't even got like any kind of online presence or personal brand, how are people going to buy anything from them? And you can't just sell a product when people don't even know who you are.
Yeah, I think that's one thing as well. Is I was literally speaking about this the other day with like a mentoring client, and I was saying people do content. Like I said, this goes for any industry. People do content so like polished, like so professional, like because they think that's how it's meant to be. And I'm like, this is like I said, it's a personal business. People will buy into you, and if I always say to people, it's like you should the way you speak to your boys, your girls at the pub or wherever they are, like the way you speak to your family, stuff like that. That's exactly how you should speak in your content. Because like I said, if them two don't align, it's not authentic, and people will see through that. I was like, your mates, your family should look through your socials or wherever you're promoting your stuff, and it should be like, yeah, I know who that guy is. You know what I mean? If they're looking at you and they don't even recognize how you're speaking or acting, it's like who is this? And do you know what I mean? And I think the more true you are, obviously on your socials or whatever else like that, like I said, people are going to buy into you who are like you. And then if you bring in people into your brand or whatever it is, your business or whatever else that are like you, it makes that relationship much better anyway. And then obviously you have that person, you have that customer, that client for much, much longer, because it's more than just almost like a business relationship. It's more like a friendship. Like I view the people that I've got on board now like very, very close knit like friends. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's very important to have, because like I said, the better and stronger that relationship is, the more, like I said, this is more coaching specific, but the better they are to actually adhering to what plans you're putting in place. Do you know what I think? If like, yeah, you could be the greatest person in the world at your job, but if people don't like you, people think you're an absolute bellend, then they're not going to buy into you. Do you know what I mean? No matter how many results or whatever it is that you're showcasing that you've got. Do you know what I mean? If you are a proper absolute tosser, like people aren't going to buy into you. Like
people don't know the real you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is
I'm
true.
nice, mate.
And even if you're trying to fake it and be someone else, you're gonna get found out. You're gonna get found out long enough.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, it is actually, I think it's a skill being true and authentic to yourself on camera and stuff. Because as soon as you have a camera pointing in front of you, you forget how to speak. It's scary.
I think that does come with time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does get easier, but yeah, just be true and authentic to yourself, and then down the line, when you do want to push a product or a service, more people are going to like you, more people are going to buy from you. And like, use George Heaton as an example, most people would buy anything he sells because he's just a sick guy.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a sick guy. I'm sure you're the same. And that podcast that he did on the Diary of the CEO, that made even more people buy into his journey, because everyone wants to see behind the brand, what is he like, what does he do, what's his routine.
Yeah.
And that gave a massive insight.
I think that's what we've obviously transitioned a bit more as well. Like I said, it's good for any industry. It's not just people that speak about like giving value and doing this and doing that. There's a lot of education. It's like people come onto, like I said, let's say for example, people come onto your Instagram. They know what you do. Like, it's all over your bio. It's all over your feed. People want to know who you are. People want to know how you speak. People want to know about your values, what you stand for, what you don't stand for, all that sort of thing. And like I said, even showcasing, like I said earlier, about you living the life of the people that you're trying to help. Do you know what I mean? Doing like days in the lives, or doing like full days of eatings, like I said, more fitness specific. Doing all these things, it's like, that's why like YouTubers and stuff like that, they grow very, very quickly when they do sort of that lifestyle stuff, because people are interested. Like, people I speak to, they're like, oh, like, I don't really want to do that. Like, people aren't going to be bothered with what I'm posting. I'm like, well, probably not in the beginning, but then, like, people are, like, quite nosy. Do you know what I mean? Like, my missus watches some stuff, mate. It's awful. I think, why are you watching that? And she was like, well, I like it. And I was like, fair.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously, and everybody will like different things in it. But I always say to people, it's like, look at Celebrity Big Brother. It's just people in a house, but like gets millions of viewers every single year. That's people doing absolutely nothing. Like, obviously there's a bit of drama in that, but like it's a similar sort of thing. People are interested. People want to get to know you on a deeper level. Like I said, even if it's not fitness related, like I said, being specific with us, it's like if that person likes you, if that person obviously likes what you do, likes how you sound, they're going to trust you more, and they're going to buy into you basically. And if you've got the results and stuff to back it up, it's like happy days.
Yeah, exactly. Because there could be like, there's people out there that are not necessarily the best coach, but they're a proper likable guy. So that he's going to get clients through the door. And obviously they can achieve a result, but people buy into their journey just for how likable they are.
Yeah.
And one person that we probably know more about his life than anyone else is the mighty goat TM, TM Cycles. He's probably the master at doing this.
He's my idol, mate.
Yeah, because if you just look on his Instagram and his stories, he's so consistent.
Get him tagged in this. Get him on the pod.
We'll get him on this podcast at one point, like, surely.
Yeah.
But he's like the
That'd be
master
sick.
at doing that in terms of marketing of just his personal brand. Like, it's like a cult. Everyone knows his dog, what team he supports, what music he likes, his favorite play, everything. It's mad.
Yeah. But we sound like right stuff. TM, we love you. Yeah, that'd be sick. Get him on pod.
Yeah.
Come on, lad.
Yeah.
We need to play it cool though.
Yeah, we'll try not to fangirl.
Oh mate, I'll have to bring up that message that I sent.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, it was tragic. I can't remember what he said. What did he say?
Oh, it's on based on Instagram where you send a story to someone else. Josh accidentally replied to TM Cycle's story, and I think it was about camera equipment.
Yeah, it was.
And then you were like, "Don't get a hard on." Obviously, that was meant for me. To him.
Not that we talk like that all the time, but and what did he put?
He was like, "Not right now, mate."
Yeah. Oh God, I've done that. That's so easy to do. I've done
Yeah.
that to the missus so many times.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when sharing things that you don't want people
Oh
to see.
mate, too quick with the fingers.
Yeah,
Pause.
it's funny though. Back onto what we were saying. Yeah, he's the goat at the personal brand stuff.
Yeah, really sick.
And that's the power of, like, you see TikTokers nowadays with just, they're not even doing anything on TikTok. Some are just dancing or doing random shit.
Yeah.
But they're just making so much money of it. And then they dive into the personal brand stuff and then they just monetize it.
Yeah, I think that's what my mentor said the other day. He was on a call, and somebody asked him something about like personal branding and stuff like that, and content and stuff. And they was like, "Oh yeah, but I don't want to post like that. 'Cause I'm a bit like looks like I'm an influencer." And it's like, "Yeah, but how did they become an influencer? Because they post good content, because they post like great angles, like it's engaging and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you might not want to be, I don't know, sponsored by X, Y, Z, but like." That's how you will get to that point. Like, look at the level of detail that these people are going into in terms of content. Like, look at how long it takes them to obviously film the content. Like, all these different variables, all these different things are going to get you to a certain point. Dear me, felt like I swallowed a thing.
And also on that point, it's not easy, like, making these really in-depth reels and stuff to blow up as an influence. Like, you're not
It's
just going to
long,
blow up
mate.
overnight. Like, we've been trying to do that for ages.
Oh, mate,
But
so long sometimes.
people think like, oh, I'm going to start sharing this X of my journey that I'm going to be an influencer. You're probably not, because most people are not even going to see it until you start being consistent and then start growing it. But the amount of details that these influencers or people that make content do put into their content is crazy. Like many different angles, cameras, planning, scripting, hooks, everything.
Yeah, it was obviously speaking about the mighty TM again. He's like, he'll do a video of his car pulling up on a side street. So he's obviously got his phone propped up somewhere. He'll do one where he's like running like past. So he's obviously ran down the street, put his phone on a bin or something, ran back down there and run back to obviously then run past his phone and then run back to actually pick it up. Like, there's so much. But like, you don't think of that when you're watching it. No. It looks class.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think now we're more in this world. I think I actually break down videos a little bit more. I think that must have took ages.
Yeah,
And it's like a 5-second
You
clip.
understand. Like sometimes you're taping the phone to the ceiling, you're waking, you put the phone there, get back in bed, tucked in, and wake up again, and then turn the phone off, and then get another angle of that. There's a lot that goes into it, and
I just think I'm mental.
Yeah, you do like a complete psychopath, but for that content, G. You got.
Can I take this jacket off? Look.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll look professional?
No, just take it off. You're getting a bit hot.
Quite cold.
Oh, fair.
I don't know if it looked good.
No, just keep on.
Yeah, first.
Yeah, but for the B-roll, when we're in Marbella as well, the amount of B-roll that we got. If you don't know what B-roll is, it's just like lifestyle content.
God, my
of,
bird
like,
hates that. Hates that word.
eating, going to the gym, everything, running. Like the amount of B-roll I have of this guy on my phone is mental.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, really.
It's a bit sus, but I do edit his content. So
yeah, true. Bringing it back to the networking thing, I think one thing I'm trying to do this year is doing more stuff like that I'm not comfortable with, or stuff that, not that I'm bad at, but stuff that I wouldn't really usually do. Or maybe like when I was younger, I'd have stubbed my nose up it. I don't know what I just said there. Snubbed my nose up at it, and wouldn't have done it. And I think I'm trying to do more. Like, for example, this guy I speak to in the gym, I'm going like rock climbing with him next month, and I was like,
sick.
I don't even know why I said yes to it, and I think I'm glad I did. Do you know what I mean? I think that's literally the thing that made me think like that. Like, I'm gonna start doing more, even like if it's like one thing a month where it pushes me out of my comfort zone, whatever that may be. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I want to do like obviously talking in front of people and stuff like that, and doing more speaking like that. But I think obviously I'll build up to that.
Yeah.
But like just doing more stuff that's, I think, out of your comfort zone. And like I said, the more stuff you do like that, I think it almost, like I said, bringing it back to that book I'm reading at the minute, it almost increases your, I can't remember what the word was, but something like capacity, like what you're capable of. I think just always, and what we said a bit earlier about being like comfortable and stuff. I think when you're always doing stuff that you are comfortable doing, like you won't grow. It's like, for example, when people go to the gym and they do same weights and same reps every single week, your body's not got a reason to change, so it's not going to change. Do you know what I mean? But obviously going in there, as we know, doing like progressive overload and doing more reps, doing more weights, you are getting stronger, you're building more muscle, etc., etc. It's same with like anything in life. I feel like looking at it like that from that standpoint, it's like if you're always doing the same things all the time, it's like your body's not got a reason to almost become better. Whereas obviously if you're doing different things that are going to challenge you, whether it's every day, every week, or once a month or something like that, you are getting better as an individual. Like you are growing as an individual much quicker. Like you obviously grow by doing the same things but getting better at it. But I think doing stuff that you're not used to and that is really gonna maybe, I don't know if the right word is, making you uncomfortable or almost like stretching you to a certain extent, it's gonna just unlock different things, and you're gonna show in it. I think obviously a big one with anybody is like self-belief, whether it's obviously in your business, whether it's like speaking to the opposite sex or the same sex, like building that inner self-confidence. And I think that will come, like I said, when you keep the promises to yourself, when you do the things that you say you're going to do all the time, but also, like I said, when you truly challenge yourself and doing certain things, like I said, me rock climbing, I think hopefully I don't bloody break any bones, but like,
Better watch that wrist.
yeah, mate, but like doing stuff that you wouldn't usually do, that you are quite uncomfortable doing, because the more you do it, that one thing that you were uncomfortable with doing it, like I said, whether it is like public speaking or rock climbing or stuff like that, you'll become better at it. The only way to be better at things is keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. You can't expect to be good at something straight off the bat. Do you know what I mean? The only way to get better at it is by doing it consistently, I think.
And the thing is with that, humans are wired up to stay in their comfort zone. So
Yeah.
like it's natural to be comfortable and stay in that, because that's what the human body wants, and that's what your mind technically wants.
Yeah.
But getting outside of that, like you said, it does force you to grow, and you actually have to do that, or naturally it's not going to happen. Like you're not going to go up to X girl and ask for a number. You're not going to go up to somewhere and do like public speaking. I think public speaking, that's definitely something that I want to do, but that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like speaking to loads of people, I'd be like, oh, what if I just freeze? What if this? But
Yeah.
that's something that I want to get to on at some point. But even like when I was in lectures at uni, put my hand up, I would shy away from that. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to figure it wrong. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, loser.
What have I going wrong?
What a loser.
Even
though
at school were brutal at
yeah,
times.
even though I knew the answer was right, I was like, nah, I'm not doing it anyway.
Yeah, bun that. Bun that.
But like
get,
little things
get a
like
slap
that.
on the back of the head or something.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, maybe next week. And then same thing never happens. And a good kind of example of what I did with YouTube, I used to be shit scared of like holding the camera out in public and just filming. When you start doing that down like a busy street, like you're like, oh god, this is so daunting. And then you do it, and like everyone, yeah, they do look, but then you get used to it and just keep doing it.
It's like when we first started speaking in front of the camera, like putting it on Instagram. It was like that first post was like, oh, I was bricking it,
Yeah.
and it was awful, like absolutely awful. But when you first put like the first couple out, it's like, well, I was worried about that. It's not even that big of a deal, but I think you do have to go, and it's obviously, even if people haven't done it yet, people listen to us like, yeah, I can fully appreciate that, but it's not going to stop you feeling like that.
Yeah,
I feel like you have to just fucking just grab yourself by whatever parts you've got and like just do it.
Get on with it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think like just getting that first. It's like I've got a couple of clients at the minute who've not been to the gym in a while or never been, and I think I don't want you doing like weights or anything else like that. The main objective is just to get through the doors. Like once you've done that, and like I said, you walk on a treadmill 10 minutes, just being in the gym environment, you build that confidence. Like, oh, I've done this now. Do you know what I mean? And then we'll build on it. We'll do 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, etc., etc. Then we'll do weights, etc. And I think obviously it's the same with that. Once you first get the first couple out of the way, like it's even like with us with this podcast. You know what I mean? Like we get the first couple out of the way, and then it's like, right, like we'll probably look back on this and think, God, we're handsome.
Yeah.
But like obviously it'll be much better than the first one. And I think it's good to look back on that and think, look at the state of that first video, but like look how far you've come. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you've got to understand that first one you're probably going to be putting out is going to be absolutely dog shite, but it's probably best you get that out of the way, because in reality not many people are going to see it anyway. It's like this podcast, not many people are going to watch the first. Yeah. I'm absolutely shitting all over it.
I enjoyed that, actually.
But like I think it's good to look back and I think look how far I've come, and like in reality the first couple, that's probably going to be the least viewed. So it's like you got to get them out of the way anyway. And then, like I said, once you gain more traction, more people are going to see it. And it's like by the time that happens, you'll be good at it anyway.
Exactly. And the thing is, people are going to talk shit anyway. Like people probably think like, why are these losers starting a podcast? But am I?
Losers.
Yeah.
I'm knocking them, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I'm coming for you.
You're still going to watch it anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, you're obviously watching it to give me grief.
Yeah, exactly. We got 80 views on the first one.
Yeah,
Come
innit?
on. Closing on that 100 subs.
Stop it. It's dreamland, mate.
But yeah, people are gonna talk shit anyway if you're doing something different from the norm, because the norm is just being in your comfort zone. So as soon as you step out of it, people can be like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" And like question it. And the thing is, if you just stick to your guns and carry on doing it, then you get to a point when you start seeing success from it, and then they're like asking like, "Yeah, that's pretty sick."
Yeah.
And until you start seeing results, that's when people start clapping for you.
Yeah, and as well, like anybody who's chatting shout about you, like go and find them and smash them up. No. But I think they never. What's the word? It'll never come from somebody doing better than you.
Yeah.
They're always doing worse than you. So like, just bear that in mind. So it's like, I can't remember if it was like Hormozy or somebody else says it. When you start getting more hate, whether it's online or in person, stuff like that, actually view that as a compliment, because it's almost like if you're not getting that, when you are doing that, you almost know you're on the right track and you're doing the right things, because it's like you are going against the norm, and to get to where you want to get to, you have to not be like everybody else. Like, you can't blend in. If you blend in, you get the same results as everybody else, and obviously you don't want that, right?
Yeah.
And obviously that's why people ridicule you, because you're standing out. And it's like when you stand out at school, people get bullied, and when you stand out in the world, like, people will call you. People will probably people have been call us behind our backs, but I just couldn't give a toss.
No.
And whereas like back in the day, I was like, I hope everybody likes me. I hope everybody likes me. I was like, well, in reality, I would rather you tell me straight and you don't like me, because I'll tell you I don't like you.
Yeah, exactly. I think as you grow up as well, you kind of build up that resilience where, like, I don't care if John down somewhere else doesn't even like me. It literally doesn't matter, like, at all. As long as you have your close-knit group of people, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And you kind of build that, because when you are younger, obviously you want to be liked. Like, it's kind of like a pack mentality.
Comes with age, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a pack mentality.
It's a well-oiled
you,
thing,
you want
isn't
to be liked by the group to fit in, but then you start doing these norms. Like, when I was in school, I started doing like FIFA YouTube. Oh my god! Oh my god! I got ripped to shreds.
I would have bullied you for that.
I probably would have bullied myself.
You virgin!
Because my voice was really squeaky as well.
Oh my!
So I uploaded a few things. I stopped the channel. I couldn't take it.
I bet. I would have stopped it for you, mate.
Yeah, it was called Jammers X25.
Oh, it wasn't. That's chocker.
Oh, that was jokes. And yeah, I literally stopped doing it, even though I really, really liked YouTube. I just stopped it because I couldn't take it. But then I got to a point where
you are not. If any girl sees this, mate, you are.
Oh, it's too funny. But then I started going to the gym, getting out of my comfort zone, became a lot more confident, built up resilience, and I just started doing YouTube with myself. And now I don't give a fuck.
Mate, if anybody's doubting themselves, go and look at that old YouTube channel.
Nah, it's all privated. Nobody's finding that. It's all privated. I did that a long time ago.
Shocker.
But yeah,
that's tragic.
That was pretty heavy, as you would say.
Oh, mate, I would have beat you up if you were my friend. Mate. I would not be seen dead with you. Oh, my God, as if.
Yeah, it was fun.
I didn't even know you were a FIFA guy.
No, I was until it became really
so much money. Well, I spent so much of my mum's money on FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA points were dangerous.
Yeah, mate.
That's sick.
It's actually funny how, like, you spend so much money on different things, like, and you're like, obviously I spend so much money on FIFA points now. I spend so much money on like holidays and
exactly more better things to.
You know, when you used to like play out when you're a kid, and you used to like knock on your mate's door, you're like, "Oh, you're coming out," and like your mum would give you like £2.
You could buy so much down the street.
I'd have a cone of chips and like and Mr. Freeze like ice pops and that. Oh, it was sound.
So many Freddos and back when they're like 10p.
Oh mate, yeah. What are they now? Like fucking 50p?
25 at least.
And they got smaller.
Yeah.
This happens with all of it, mate. That's extortionate. Yeah. Oh, it just brings it all back. Get me to Marbella. There's no incentive to live here.
Yeah.
Had enough.
Exactly. The thing is, Marbella is. We speak about it all the time. It's about half our personality, but honestly, if you haven't been, go there. If you're interested in health, fitness, or even if you're not, like the beach clubs there.
Go there for a day.
Insane. There's this one place, Playa Padra. We go there every Sunday. It's that good.
Harlan goes. It's like
it is sick, and that's where we found the true love, Kind Music.
Oh, stop it!
We haven't even mentioned them yet.
Oh, mate.
Afro House is our new obsession.
Yeah,
like, it is insane. It's got to a point where we're going to Madrid to see these DJs.
Yeah, class. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm actually looking forward to like Madrid as well.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Yeah, Madrid would be cool.
Hopefully it doesn't smell like piss like a lot of places.
We just love Spain.
Yeah.
We're cleaning up in Spain.
That is the only yeah, mate. I just need to figure out the tax. I need to be dodging them, mate.
Yeah. Exactly.
Tax money if you're listening.
But that's the only thing. Other than that, like, Spain's great.
Yeah, but even like what you paying here, like 40%. Like if you go there,
if you're still paying the same, then
I'm more than happy to pay. Because I'm not gonna lie, where I live back home, potholes galore. Like, what am I paying tax for?
You don't even drive.
Exactly, I know, but like when I'm in the passenger seat, I'm still feeling them bumps, mate.
Yeah.
And I think like, what are you actually paying for? Because NHS is fucking. Oh, we're getting off topic now, aren't we? But like all these different things where tax money should be going.
I want to see where that money's going.
Tell me
where it's
where
going.
it's going. It's going in
Yeah.
people's back pockets. But yeah, I think, like I said, if depending on tax laws, I'd rather pay 40% there than 40% here. Because you're not going to avoid it, are you? Unless you get to the dubes. But that's like, missus, if you're listening, I'm not going.
I'm not going to Dubai.
No.
I need to go to Dubai because I want to experience it.
Yeah, it's just,
But
it's a bit overwhelming, I think. But like, it's good. It's a good place, but it's just, I just need that culture. And Spain just hit the nail.
It ticks every box, to be honest.
Yeah, like even like Ibiza and stuff. Like I said, yeah, it's rowdy gaff. But even like the places where, obviously, when I went to the misses and stuff, and you experience the other side, it's like Spain is just class. I don't like France is nice, but like Spain is just. And Marbella.
It's just a matter of time till we're there.
I feel like Marbella is not. I feel like Marbella is like its own little country.
That's what we're saying. Its own little like international hub, and especially for business and fitness, it's huge.
Yeah.
Like the gyms, the coffee shops, the environment, the beach clubs, everything.
It's just got dead Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi's a bit ropey.
Yeah, we've not had the best experience with Wi-Fi.
No, not at all. But the villa was sick though.
I spent 40 gig on bloody Zoom calls. Hotspotting, mate. Like people saying, "Oh, you've gone a bit blurry." I'm like, it must be your end.
It's definitely yours. Not
yeah, mate. I'm in like this villa, mate. I'm top of state of the art. But oh man, I need to. I think as well if you even obviously if you're not at the level where you can move, I think literally environment. If you like I said, you can get out for 1 week, 2 weeks within that like year, and like I said, just as a working trip, like change. I think it's like I'll go as far to say it's like changed my life, like working away and stuff. Like even like when obviously I went away with obviously you last year, but obviously I was on my own on the 2 trips, like for like a week and a half or 2 weeks or whatever. I think even just doing that, mate. Yeah. Like, my missus always says that. She's like, "How are you going to survive going through the airport on your own?" I always say this to her.
Starts
like,
panicking.
Yeah, but I like because she went, "You're going to a meltdown when you're in the airport," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I rely on you. If I didn't need to rely, I'm just chilled out. But if I didn't need to, if I need to pull the socks up and grab myself by the balls, I'll do it." But yeah, I think like even just doing that on my own, like I went out for even literally coming back to putting yourself out your comfort zone and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna go out for dinner on my own. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to do it, and like I well enjoyed it. Like I was just watching. I think I was watching Super Sunday. I was watching football at the same time because I didn't want to look like an absolute loner. But yeah, even just doing that, and I think a couple of people like were like looking at me, but I think like leave me.
It doesn't matter. Like you're just enjoying your own company, and when you get to that, when you enjoy your own company, you get to a point. That's when you become dangerous because you can do anything.
I think I'm enjoying my own company too much.
Yeah, I actually love my own space, but then also I love doing trips away with like the boys and everything.
Yeah, the missus don't like me enjoying my own space too much.
Yeah,
because she leaves a mess in my gaff.
No,
mate, there's plates everywhere. I said that this morning before I left. Mate, make sure you fucking clean that side, mate.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same level with that. Like we like a tidy place.
Yeah. To be fair, I think that's a massive one for me. Like I used to live with a couple people, and all my days like I'd clean it. I sound like a right. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but like I used to clean up the weekend and then come back and it'd just be a state like 2 days later, and I think stresses me out. So I think I feel like if the tidier my area is where I am, even if it's like just tidying up like your work desk, you work so much better. It's almost like decluttering your mind.
I can't work if there's desk is messy,
Mate.
or just something's messy because I'll be like, oh, no, I haven't done that. Like,
yeah, I'm just like, well, I couldn't even. I knew there were a bowl in my sink before I went to bed last night. I had to clean it like I was scrubbing this porridge off this bowl for like 5 minutes, and the old Ninja Creamies cleaning that out as well.
You know what I say, like tidy environment, tidy mind.
100%.
Wait, now, so we need to wrap it up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, sound.
So if you got this far, do all that good stuff. Drop us down. If you're watching it on YouTube, drop us a comment and a like and a subscribe.
You defo skip to the end.
And if you're on Spotify, I think it's drop a follow.
Are we on there?
Yeah.
Are we on there? Yeah.
Yeah, we're on everything.
See, I don't even know, mate.
Except if you have an Android, we don't want you watching.
Android, mate.
We don't cater for Android.
Unsubscribe. I don't want you in my circle.
Yeah, exactly. But if you haven't got this far, we appreciate you watching. And
Yeah, thanks, guys.
yeah,
Thanks for watching
I'll
our,
probably
our
like
video.
3 views.
Yeah, mate. What did we get last time?
No, we got 80 views.
Yeah, that's 80.
That's sick.
It's probably what does a view
episode.
count? That they just click on it and then leave it.
Yeah.
Got all my time. Just tap on it. Just tap
Just
on that.
tap on it. No, we got like a.
Can you not see your average watch time on it?
Let's have a look. I think
Oh,
we had
Grand reveal.
Yeah.
This is gonna be well. This is gonna be well embarrassing. 3 seconds.
Whatever this editor. Whatever.
We heard that intro and 40.
So watch time is 2.5 hours. What? That's sick.
Yeah, what for 80 people? That's not a lot, is it?
No.
Don't be telling this if it's bad analytics.
Nah, it's not bad. We're nearly on. We're 13 subscribers, 78 views, 2.5 hours watch time. That's not bad.
Do you
for
not
a
see
start.
like where they got to?
Yeah, I can.
God,
Most of them.
everybody's probably just
Nah,
turned
I'm
off
just-
right now.
Nah, they got halfway, so that's not bad.
Really?
Yeah.
They actually watched it all.
Yeah, they're definitely watching now if they were. So, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, nice one, people.